Okay, so today's story time is definitely a little bit of an embarrassing one. Definitely one where I take the L in the end, and I think you guys are going to enjoy hearing about it. So if you do, leave a like on the video, and let's get into this. So today's story time all starts off 6 months ago. Yeah, this is a pretty recent story time. Most of my stories are like a year or two ago, or even 3 or 4 years ago. This one, 6 months ago. Now, 6 months ago, I was sitting in my room getting ready for a concert. I was really, really excited. I was going to this show. It was a metal concert, so I was really stoked. It was a band I really liked. And yeah, I was just looking forward to the night ahead, right? So I get ready. My friend comes and picks me up. I was going with him. And me and him head out to this concert. We get to the concert. The first two openers were really good. And the show is starting off really good, right? Well, then the main headliner comes on. The main headliner band. They get on stage. They start playing. The first half of their set is awesome. Really fun. I'm having a great time. Me and my friend are more towards the front of the stage. So, like, we're really up close to this band. And it's awesome, right? Well, then my friend starts getting into a little bit of a disagreement with this guy in the crowd. This guy was pushing through and he bumped into my friend and he stepped on his foot. And this was like a heavy guy. Like, this motherfucker was jacked, bro. Like, a lot of muscle. He had a lot of muscle. And my friend does not have that much muscle. He's built more like me. He's a pretty skinny dude. And my friend is a little bit of a loudmouth. So he speaks up and goes, "Yo, dude, watch where you're going." And I look at my friend with this look of like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you trying to get our asses beat? And this guy, this giant jacked dude, probably like 6'4", turns and looks at me and him. And he goes, "Excuse me?" And my friend's like, "Just watch where you're going, man. You stepped on my foot. It hurt." And this guy did not seem to care in the slightest. He was like, "Oh, your foot hurt? Aw, poor you. You want a little ice pack for it?" Like, just absolutely clowning my friend. And I can't lie, it was kind of funny. But my friend didn't like this very much. And my friend's like, "Dude, you're being a fucking asshole. Like, you stepped on my foot. You're, like, bumping through everybody. Like, have some fucking manners." And this guy's like, "Manners? You want to talk about manners, bro? We're in the middle of a fucking concert. Everyone's pushed up together. It's literally a metal concert. People are bumping into each other on purpose. I'm just trying to get to my fucking girlfriend up front, bro. I'm trying to get up there. My bad. I accidentally bumped into you. I bumped into 100 people getting up here. Everyone's shoulder to shoulder bumping into each other. You can't blame me." And my friend didn't really have a good response to that. So he just goes, "Whatever, man. Have a good one." And this guy just laughs and turns around and starts walking away, right? Now, I have never seen unluckier timing in my life than what I'm about to tell you. So the guy starts walking away, and just out of nowhere, from behind us, a cup comes flying by our heads and smacks this dude just right in the back of the head. And he turns around and looks right at me and my friend with the most angry eyes I've ever seen. He was seeing red. He looked like he wanted to beat the shit out of me and my friend. And he walks up to us and goes, "You think you guys are fucking funny? Huh?" And my friend's like, "Dude, it was not me. Like, it wasn't me." And they're yelling at each other back and forth over the music. And because my friend said it wasn't me, the guy comes up to me now and he's like, "Was it you? Was it you, you little pussy, backing up your boy?" And I was like, "Dude, I didn't throw anything. I saw it fly by our heads and then I hit you." And he goes, "Okay, well, you know what? Since you guys don't want to admit it, you guys want to be pussies now all of a sudden, I guess I just have to fight both of you." Now, I didn't want to fight this guy. Like I said, probably 6'4", very muscular dude. Definitely packed a harder punch than I fucking could. And there was no convincing him. No matter what we said, this guy did not believe us. And just a few moments later, he starts pushing up on us and swinging on my friend. Now, obviously, I try to be a good friend and jump in and help him because even if it was a 2v1, we were still fucking outmatched, I think. Like, honestly, two skinny dudes versus this fucking jacked guy. I still think he had a better shot. But fuck it. I tried to help my friend. I jumped in, and it didn't last very long. We start fighting this guy. It probably lasted a whole like 15 seconds, maybe even like 10 seconds. It was very quick and short-lived, and nobody broke it up, by the way. Like, everyone was so interested in watching it go down. So yeah, like 10 seconds later, this guy throws a punch and lands it right on my cheek, right in my jaw, and shakes my whole fucking head back and forth pretty much. And I fell to the ground very much disoriented. I wouldn't say he knocked me out, but I sure as hell came close to being knocked out. I'd say it was like a knockdown. Like, he punched me, I fell down, I was all confused and like could barely stand. I was dizzy as fuck, but I wasn't knocked out. And luckily, I kept my memory of what happened, so that's good too. And after I was on the ground, I was getting back up, but I was super dizzy and falling over and shit. And while I was on the ground trying to, get back up, he was just fighting my friend, this guy. And needless to say, My friend was next to take the L. They started fighting just one-on-one, and within a few seconds, he got smacked as well on the side of the jaw and just went down just like I did. It was like almost identical to how he went down. And after I saw my friend go down, I just put my hands up and I was like, bro, it's done, please. And the guy just turns around and walks away. Thank fuck. Because if he would have fucking kept fighting us, we probably would have gotten our asses beat so much worse. But luckily, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Still fucking sucked. I still got punched in the face and punched in other places because we were fighting. But like, it could have been way worse and I could have gotten way more hurt. But yeah, after this, I helped my friend get up. I walked him out of the crowd. We both kind of sat down outside for a little bit, just drinking some water, talking about what happened. And we were okay. Obviously, a little shaken up by getting punched in the face and knocked down, but like, we were good. And then the concert lets out shortly after this, right? And people start flooding out. And this random guy walks up to us. This kid with like long hair, skinny dude, walks up to us and goes, yo, that fight was crazy. You guys are like warriors. And I was like, no, not really, but thanks, man. He goes, I'm sorry, bro, but it's kind of my fault that it even started. I was like, what do you mean? And he smiles and he goes, I threw that drink. And before I could even say anything, my friend stands up and just slaps this guy. Like, open hand, slaps him across the face and goes, what the fuck is your problem? You understand what you just caused? And this guy's like, my bad, man. Like, I didn't mean to. Like, I didn't know I was going to hit him. And he goes, why are you throwing drinks at a concert, bro? I fucking hate people like you. And then they start almost getting into a fight. Like, they're in each other's faces. This guy's yelling back at my friend, so I have to stand up and break it up. And I'm just not in the mood to get into another fight, right? So I split them up. And luckily, this guy walks away, the one that threw the drink. We had a little bit of a crowd coming around us at this point. They walked away as well. And it was just me and my friend again, left alone. And I'm like, all right, bro, we have to get the fuck out of here. Any more time we spend here, something bad's going to happen. Like, this is just bad luck or something. So we walk away, we get in my friend's car, and we start driving back home. And in the car, my friend looks over at me and goes, bro, what the fuck just happened? I was like, well, man, we went to a concert. We're having a great time. Someone stepped on your foot. You got salty about it. Started arguing with this really buff guy that was twice our size. And I get it. It was annoying. But then, as he was walking away and things were about to go back to being amazing, some little asswipe behind us threw a drink and essentially got us into a fucking awful situation. And my friend's like, honestly, man, I just wish I never said anything to that guy. I just wish I let him step on my foot and didn't speak up. I was like, yeah, man, but you know what? It's not your fault. As much as it sucks, it's not your fault. And it really wasn't. Like, it's true. Like, it wasn't. Obviously, like, him speaking up to him and having an attitude doesn't help anything. But no matter what, that drink was probably going to hit that guy in the fucking head. And he probably would have came at us. But yeah, guys, that's the story of how I got my ass kind of beat. And, I don't tell many stories where I'm taking the L like that. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like for the pain my face felt that night. Moral of the story is, I'm not really sure. It's just a really unlucky story. Maybe try not to have an attitude with people right away like my friend did. And also don't throw drinks at concerts. That's really fucked up too. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace.
Baby, I'm damaged. I cannot plan this. Won't you be mine tonight?